Hi.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stand Up Speakeasy. I'm your host, Sareth Ney, and every episode I bring a comedian up on the show from coast to coast. Without further ado, give it up for Gigi. Hi, Gigi. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Sarad?
I'm doing well, Gigi. So, the first question I'd like to ask is, what inspired you to perform stand-up comedy?
Well, I like comedy all my life and watching comedians. And when I was younger, I used to say, one day I think I might like to do that. But I was busy, working and raising my family, and I just never really had a chance to do it. And then once my son got older and I got older and I'm not working as much, I thought, I'm going to get on stage and try this too and overcome my fear of getting in front of people, because that's one of the hardest things for me is getting on stage in front of people. It's not easy, but it's fun. And when the people laugh at you, it's just a really wonderful feeling when you can make people laugh. And you know what I'm talking about, because I'm sure you experience the same thing. It's just when people laugh at what you're saying, it makes you feel good. So,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
indeed. And what was the feeling like when you first performed stand-up comedy?
I was terrified. I was literally terrified the first time I went up on stage. In fact, during my act, my first time on stage, I got stuck in the middle of my act. My brain went blank, and I couldn't remember even my name or my lines. And I got a stabbing, felt like somebody punched me in my stomach. And I didn't think I was going to make it through. And then, of course, when I was through, I literally had to run to the bathroom, and I got a little bit sick because I was so stressed out. And another comedian, she's a really great lady, and she saw me and she said, "Girl, you can't let that stop you. You got to get back on that horse and ride it." And because I was telling her, "I'm not doing this again." And she said, "Girl, you better get up there and do it again. Don't you let this stop you." So I went home and I thought, okay, that was an awful bad first time experience, but I'm going to get back on that horse and ride it, like that lady said. And so I've been doing comedy ever since.
That's awesome. And what are your favorite comedy specials, comedy records, and comedy podcasts?
Um, well, I really liked Bill Cosby because he was clean and he was funny and he used to talk about families a lot. And Carol Burnett, love Carol Burnett. She's an icon, and she's been forever in my heart. I watched her ever since I was a little girl. She's an amazing woman. And of course, Lucille Ball, she's an amazing comedian. And I even like Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer, she's pretty funny. She's going through a hard time right now. So I admire a lot of different comedians. Eddie Murphy, oh my God. Have you seen Eddie Murphy on stage? He's wonderful. Who doesn't like Eddie Murphy, right? So,
Yeah. And like a lot of those folks have been on TV and film, so what are your favorite sitcom sketch shows and comedy films?
um, I don't really watch sitcoms. I don't watch a lot of TV, but comedy films, there's so many of them, right? I like, what's his name? I can't think of his name now. Chevy Chase. His movies with Chevy Chase.
Hmm.
So I like movies with Chevy Chase in it. And Steve Martin. Oh my goodness. Steve Martin. He does great, funny, hilarious movies. He's been in so many. And he's really great. I love Steve Martin.
Awesome. Excellent choices. Yeah, let's see. And if you could go on tour with any comedian, locally and internationally known, which comics would you like to go on tour with?
Which comics would I like to go on tour with? Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy. Yeah, I would love to go on tour with Eddie Murphy. Or Steve Martin. Yeah, they're great. So, Eddie Murphy or Steve Martin, if you're out there, check me out because I want to hook up with y'all.
Indeed. If you could get roasted by 5 comedians, top 5 that are alive, which ones would you get roasted by?
Hold on, I'm waiting to read the question. Let's see if you get roasted by comedians. You know what? I guess Christy B. Because she knows me a little bit, she could roast me. Christy B. And if I could get roasted by comedians, I guess Steve Martin. Yeah, Steve Martin. I really like Steve Martin.
Awesome. And where do you see your comedy during the next 5 years?
Well, I would love to be on America's Got Talent. That would be a nice gig to have. I would love to be able to perform with Johnny Walker, who does and has appeared at Christy B Comedies before. JJ, remember JJ? And it's Dynamite, the Dynamite guy, and Dynamite. That might be possible too. I would love to be on stage with him and open up. I would love to be his opening act for JJ, but I still haven't met him yet. So I'm working on it. So in 5 years, that would be awesome if I could meet JJ and talk him into letting me open for him or introduce him or something. And I think that would be really exciting. And of course, get on America's Got Talent or some other comedy show. I would love to win a contest. That would be wonderful and get some publicity. So that's where I see my journey. Hopefully, in about 5 years,
Sounds
America's
good.
Got Talent.
And which other
on
forms of
stage with
comedy would you like to
JJ.
venture off into? Like, well, you will get there. You gotta go meet JJ first. So, yeah. And which other forms of comedy would you like to venture off into? Like improv, sketch, comedy writing, acting, directing?
I like acting and directing. I've already directed a couple of little skits and I've directed a couple of pieces. They weren't funny pieces. I did a thing on victims advocate on crime on St. George Street. And, we did that on film. It was just a short thing. And I did a little version out in California. I got to work on a project and I actually directed it. And it was, it was a short skit about a young guy who accidentally commits suicide. He doesn't mean to. He tries to stop himself. But anyway, I directed that. And so I'm really interested in directing, but it takes a lot of work and dedication. So sometimes, you can't spread yourself too thin. And I've got other things going on the pot. So that might just be a forever elusive dream of mine, to direct a film, like a real film, would be something I would love to do. I just don't know if that's ever going to happen because I'm already 60 years old. So, I don't have a lot of more time left to make all my dreams come true. I just kind of see them passing me by. Anyway.
Well, if you believe you can achieve, no matter your age. So, yep.
Hold on, waiting for it to come up. What's my favorite joke the comic is written?
Yep.
That's a good question, but I can't remember off the top of my head right now. I wish I had this list before today. I would have done my homework. But let's see. What's my favorite joke a comic has written? Well, I don't know how to answer that. I don't know off the top of my head. I to come up with a joke that I heard. I don't know. I heard some joke about I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
I
Uh,
don't know a joke in specific that I can think of right now. Can I circle back to that? I'll get back to you on
yeah, sure.
that.
Oh, let's see.
um.
It it can be one of your jokes too, but yeah.
Oh, okay. One of my jokes. Well, hold on a second. Well, let's see. One of my jokes, and I talk about my boy toy. And one of my jokes is I talk about laying in my bed, practically dying of alcohol poisoning. And I'm laying in bed praying to God, saying, Dear Lord, please make it stop. I promise I'll never drink again, which was a lie to God. And I'm laying there in bed, and my boy toy, bless his heart, my little puppy, comes over to my side of the bed, drops his drawers to his ankles, and says, Baby, baby, Mr. Pickle needs a little kiss. And I looked up at him with my vomit breath in my caca mouth, and I said, Baby, baby, if Mr. Pickle doesn't get out of my face right now, Mr. Pickle's gonna have him a new name, Mr. Bobby.
Indeed.
That's one of my favorite jokes. I love saying that on stage, and usually the audience likes it too.
Yeah.
So they like that one. Anyway,
And
that's one of my jokes.
what experience would you like your audience to take? What experience would you like your audience for them to take away with them when after your set?
Um, to be open and laugh and just relax and not let the world get them down, just to have fun and laugh with us, and enjoy. I would like them to have that experience of, like I said, of laughing in the moment, and when you're there and you're watching comedians and you're laughing, you're not worried about your electric bill, right? Or your car problems. You're not worried about all that other stuff that you have to deal with every day, right? So when you go to comedy, you can just sit back and let the laughter come out. And that's what I want the audience to experience. Is just not worrying about the crap that we have to deal with all the time, and just being in the room with funny people, and enjoying the company and everybody and laughing, because you know what? Laughter makes the world go around. Life is short, laugh more. That's what I say. Life is short, laugh more.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And so this is a stand-up speakeasy. It's a secret society of comedians. And with that being said, which comics would you like for me to interview next in your circle?
Which comics would you like for me to interview next in my circle? Uh, like a comedy friend?
Yep. Yes.
um, Jojo. Jojo, Joe. I don't know his last name, but his name is Joe. And he goes to open mic night at Christy B's. And then there's a girl there who I like, but I can't remember her name right now. I'm not good with names for us. But she's a lady. I can get back. I can text you her name, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. But I think she is performing in your fest. She's one of the performers in your fest. She's got short hair, and I'll have to text you. I'll text it to you because I can't remember her name.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. And is Joe Lavecchi?
Yes, that's him. Joe Lovis, that's him.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
He's a good guy. He's for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so, what shows do you have coming up next?
Which shows do you have coming up next? Yours. I have your show coming up next, and tomorrow I plan on going to Christy B's for open mic night. I usually go to Space Improv too, but I haven't been there in the past couple of weeks because of my grueling schedule. So I haven't been able to perform at Space Improv or the other places here in St. Augustine I like to go. But I do hope to go to Christy B's tomorrow at Sunday. Are you going to be there?
I will be there, Gigi. Yeah.
You going to be there
Yep.
tomorrow? Oh, awesome. I should see you there. And maybe we'll
Yeah.
bump into JoJo.
Indeed. I hope so too.
Yeah. So anyway, but I have your comedy fest, your Sareth Fest coming up, and I'm real excited, and I'm very much looking forward to it. And it's going to be 10 minutes on stage, and I'm excited for that. So I'll be working on trying to whittle it down to exactly 10 minutes. So that's my goal, is to try to see what I can eliminate to keep it under the 10-minute thing. Thank you for
Sounds good.
asking about that. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome, Gigi. And you can find me at September 24th at 7:30 at Lynch's Irish Pub in Jacksonville Beach. September 27th at the Dogtown Sports Bar and Arcade in Zephyr Hills. September 30th at the Moon Room in Melbourne. At Pineapples You God. October 1st at of the Orlando Funny Bone side stage and Bowl and Bush Pub. One's at 7, one at 9. October 2nd, 3rd, 4th at Punk Rock Pizza at 6:30 and 8:30. October 5th at 1 at World's Most Famous Brewery, and October 5th at 1:30 p.m. at Punk Rock Pizza. And a shout out to Kyle Long, Fritz Photography, K Noble Spa, Quan's Kitchen, Chico for helping me put on the whole thing, and everyone that's involved from here to Colorado. We appreciate you. And are there how about yourself, Gigi? Are there any final words you'd like to give out to the audience? Oh, I'll help you out with
That
this
didn't
one.
come through. I can't read it. Can you type it out for me? The question you just asked
Of
me
course.
is not coming up.
Yeah. I will type as fast as I can. Awesome. There it
Okay, are
is.
there final words which I'd like to give out to the audience? Life is short, laugh more. Come check me out at Sareth Fest. Sareth is awesome. He's a great comedian to work with. He's one of my little buddies, my comedian buddies, and he supports me. I support him, and he's wonderful. And I'm telling you, he's got a very good lineup for this Sareth Fest. So you won't want to miss this fest. It's going to be lots of fun, and you don't want to be missing out on all of the fun, because the action is going to be at the Sareth Fest, where we're going to be having fun and laughing our tushies off. Aren't we, Sareth? We're going to laugh
Yes,
our tushies off.
we are laughing our tissues off. Well, Gigi, you were absolutely the best, and I can't wait to see you perform on Sareth Fest, and we're going to have so much fun. And we will see you on Daytona Beach, October 2nd to the 5th. Be well, everyone. Take care. And we'll see you on the next episode of This is Stand Speakeasy. Awesome.